Hey YouTube, coming to you from a wonderfully warm spring evening here in East Tennessee. As you can see from the beautiful background, and smoking a pipe. That's really hard to do, FYI. Sorry, bad smoking habit. Smoking pirate cake. And when I got this, it was, if you've ever smoked pirate cake, which I think it seems to me like a lot of people have, seems like a more popular English blend. Um, and But in case you haven't, you should. It's very good. It's very thick, strong, not so much a nicotine, but it's a heavy mouthfeel. It's very deep and dark. 70% Latakia, so that should speak volumes. It's got kind of a burnt taste to it, which shouldn't come off sounding nasty because it's really delicious. And they actually put Burleys in it. It's made by Cornell and Diehl. Actually put Burleys and Virginia's truck. It's really good. And what I was going to say is, I got it this past winter, and I got it and I smoked it, and it was cold. And I know a lot of us have this thing about English blends where we like to smoke it more in the wintertime, and that's totally me. But having not smoked it in several months when it was very cold, and now it's late April and it's gorgeous here. The weather was in the low 80s today, and it's probably in the 70s now. It actually works well for the warmer area, like the warmer time of the year, I think. And I think the reason is because the burnt smell that comes off of the heavy Latakia, it kind of reminds me of like a cookout in a way, which may sound kind of strange because it doesn't taste like meat cooking or anything. It's just you just have to smoke it. It's very good though, and I say that to say that a year or so ago I would have thought I would never smoke anything but aromatics and Virginias in the summertime, and here I am enjoying an English Latakia blend, and it couldn't be more fitting. Little Earl Grey. So, quick update. The cycling that I've picked up, for those of you who follow the last few videos, still going strong, enjoying it, and getting actually kind of getting see what would it be? CAD, cycle, no, it would be BAD, bicycle acquisition disorder. I'm getting struck with that really bad, but the problem is it's different than PAD and TAD, where if you get struck with TAD, you drop 10, 20, 30 bucks and you've got a few new tobacco blends, no problem. And even with a pipe, drop 50 or 100 bucks and you've fixed your attack. But with bicycles, it's really an expensive hobby if you want to start buying equipment, new bikes. The bike that I have is great, but it's an older bike. It's a 1987 Trek, and it rides like a champ. And I took it to the guy who I'm going to now for my cycling needs, and he was surprised to hear that it was such an old bike and to see that it was such an old bike, but then to look at it and see that it's really in great condition. And he mentioned that he doesn't get that often. A lot of times when people bring older bikes in, they're in bad condition, but he seemed to be pleasantly surprised with the condition of my bike. So that was encouraging. It's a great bike, but man, could always buy more, and get the newer and nicer thing. Bikes are expensive, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be buying a new bike anytime soon, but maybe one day I'll get something nice. Still loving the hobby. Actually reached a personal best of 27 miles recently, and I biked it in 2 hours and 15 or so minutes, so pretty big step for me. I've been reading on the blogs and, you know, reading the magazines, the cycling magazines, and they say that once you hit the 2-hour mark, staying in the saddle for at least 2 hours, it's a big deal, because it's obviously it's hard to do, but then you really start to feel it, and it's kind of like a wall that you hit, and it's very true. It was quite a wall, but it was a great experience. I'm still loving the hobby, and I'm still loving the piping hobby as well, just not as often. Still smoking once or twice every week, or, you know, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks sometimes. It just depends. But I was really pleased to see all the positive comments on the last video I made. It's funny that video has gotten, you know, many more views than any of the other ones. I guess because I've just gained more subscribers. But thank you for those of you who, you know, follow, and you know, I appreciate it. And like always, my pipes went out, but I'm going to continue to enjoy Pirate Cake. And for those of you who are like me and who thought that they could never smoke a Latakia blend, especially one as heavy as Pirate Cake, in any other season but the cold weather season, I would challenge you to reconsider and to try it. And it's really pleasant. Obviously, you either like it or you don't like it. You know, it all depends on what kind of blend you enjoy. But I would say, you know, don't be bothered by the season. Just smoke what you enjoy. That's all I got for now. I'll be talking to you guys sometime soon. See ya.